Shalom, my friends. This is Simchat from Hebron, standing outside the Cave of Machpela. This Shabbat, we return to the beginnings of all beginnings. Bereshit bara Elokim, beginning of the creation, beginning of Adam Harishon and Chava, being created and placed in the Garden of Eden. The harshest thing in the world is, and one of the hardest things in the world is to lose your place, to lose your standing. And after Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge, the consequence was being chased out of the Garden of Eden. And the Medrash tells us at a certain point, after they were banished from the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve were placed here in Hebron. And Adam, very, very, very much longing and yearning to go back to his place, comes here to the Cave of Machpela. And he smells a beautiful fragrance. He feels a very spiritual light. And it's something that reminds him of the light that existed and the smell that existed back in paradise. And at that point he says, I want to go back to the Garden of Eden. And he starts to dig right outside here, the Cave of Machpela. So a heavenly voice says, stop, past this point you can't come. This is already too close to the entrance of Gan Eden. Each and every one of us, over this past few months, and since the outbreak of Corona, a little bit feel like we've lost our Garden of Eden. We've lost our place, we've lost our standing, we've lost our Dalet Amot. And some of us are so much trying to go back to that very spot where we one time stood. Adam teaches us that even when you get thrown out, even if it was from God himself, a Jew keeps on banging on heaven's doors, wanting to come back, wanting to return. Last week we celebrated Hoshana, Rabba, Simchat, Torah. The beauty of the akafot are that we make a circle, but you always come back to the original point. But you always goes back to the original place of his standing. Let us this Shabbat go back to Gan Eden Mikedem, to the original paradise. We should all be able to enjoy and not just go back to life the way it was. Go back to serving God on the level like never ever before. Going back to the time of Adam and Eve in Gan Eden. Shabbat Shalom, my friends.